is Friday, once again, November 21st. We are just mere days away from Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, it has not been a super great week for law enforcement. And so we have 4 officers we need to talk about this evening. And so we're going to jump right into that. First, we're going to talk about this man, police officer Mark Brock. He was with the Vivian Police Department out of Louisiana, and his end of watch was last Friday, November 14th of 2025. Police officer Mark Brock was shot and killed while serving a search warrant at the 1700 block of North Pine Street in Vivian. When Officer Brock arrived at the subject's home shortly before 5:30, the suspect fired multiple shots through the closed door, striking Officer Brock. The suspect barricaded himself in the house until surrendering to SWAT and law enforcement officials around 9:10 p.m. on Friday. Officer Brock was transported to the North Central Caddo Medical Center, where he succumbed to his wounds. The subject was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and cyberstalking. So this amazing man, was shown up to do his job, serve a warrant, and unfortunately did not make it home at the end of his shift last Friday. It does not state what family he left behind, but he had family, friends, loved ones, colleagues, neighbors, community members, all that are deeply missing Mark here this last week, and will continue to do so. Just another unfortunate and tragic, probably very unavoidable. The suspect did not need to injure that man doing his job. So our hearts and thoughts and lots of prayers go out to Mark Brock's family and his coworkers and friends and all his loved ones. Unfortunately, we also have to speak about this man. This is corrections officer Jeremy Lewis Hall out of Virginia Department of Corrections in Virginia. And his end of watch was this last Monday, November 17th, 2025. Correction officer Jeremy Hall was attacked and killed by an inmate at the River North Correctional Center in Independence at 7:53 a.m. He was transported to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. 2 additional officers were injured and released from the hospital, and the inmate was serving time for an armed carjacking offense, use of a firearm in the commission of a felony offense, and a shoplifting offense. Correction officer Hall had served with the Virginia Department of Corrections for a year and a half. Again, it doesn't have any listed, but again, Jeremy, I know, had family, friends, co-workers, loved ones, people that are absolutely mourning this senseless loss here, and we will continue to honor him and continue to send prayers and ask for prayers for his family and loved ones, his agency, and the community that he served. And we also jump right in. This is police officer Alec Sanders. Police officer Alec Sanders with the Alhambra Police Department in California. And his end of watch was yesterday, Thursday, November 20th of 2025. Police officer Alec Sanders was killed in a vehicle crash at 3 a.m. near the intersection of West Valley Boulevard and Edgewood Drive in Alhambra. Officers were pursuing an SUV when it collided with Officer Sanders' patrol vehicle. Officer Sanders was transported to the Los Angeles General Medical Center, where he succumbed to his injuries. The driver and one of the passengers were injured, and a third passenger died at the scene. Officer Sanders had served with the Alhambra Police Department for 8 months and had previously served with the Long Beach Police Department, also in California, for over a year. He is survived by his fiancée, 2 younger sisters, and a brother. So again, lots of love and prayers for Alec's family, for his fiance, sisters, and brother, and all his loved ones, his friends, community, his agency. It just another addition to a rough week that for law enforcement. Seeing a lot of names out here right now, and which means there's lots of grieving family members and grieving loved ones. Which brings us to our next. This is Deputy Sheriff Terry Mashkow, and she was with Indian River County Sheriff's Office in Florida. And her end of watch was earlier today, November 21st of 2025. Deputy Sheriff Terry Mashkow was shot and killed while serving an eviction notice on Governor's Way in Vero Beach. When 3 deputies and a locksmith entered the home, a subject approached them in the entryway and fired at them. 1 deputy was struck in the shoulder before fleeing into the garage, and Deputy Mashkow was struck and killed. A sergeant returned fire, wounding the shooter, and the locksmith was critically wounded. The suspect was transported to the hospital and is in critical condition. Deputy Mashkow had served with the Indian River County Sheriff's Office for 25 years, and she is survived by her husband. So again, lots of love and prayers going out to her husband, her family, all her loved ones and friends. 25 years with Indian River County Sheriff's Office. That is, she was past her time that she could have stepped away. She could have been done. You know, you're 25 and out, but she made a choice to continue to serve her community and her county, and continue being an amazing person out there. And so lots of love out there for her and her family. And rough week in law enforcement. We also got one more to talk about. Now, this is Shadows Watch. There we go. We've got also Canine Macho with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana. And Macho's end of watch was Wednesday, January 15th of this year, 2025. Where Canine Macho suffered a fatal heart attack after apprehending a suspect who was wanted on outstanding warrants at the 2000 block of Estalote Avenue in Harvey. Canine Macho and the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office SWAT team were assisting the United States Marshal Service in serving an arrest warrant on a wanted fugitive. When the suspect refused to exit the home, drones were sent into the house during the standoff. As soon as the suspect was located hiding inside a box spring in one of the bedrooms, Canine Macho was sent in to apprehend the subject. Around 10:50 a.m., Canine Macho seized the suspect by biting him to keep him in place until other SWAT team members could apprehend the man. During the apprehension, Canine Macho's handler noticed something was off and removed him from the suspect. Canine Macho collapsed and CPR was performed. Despite resuscitation attempts, Canine Macho was unable to be revived and the subject was taken into custody. Canine Macho had served with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office for 6 years, and he had more than 200 deployments and made more than 100 apprehensions. So I know it's a little outdated. We're a little late on this one, but we are absolutely lots of love to, it didn't say who, but Canine Macho's handler. That's got to be a pretty tragic loss. A lot of us out there have unfortunately lost pets over their life, but the relationship between a canine and their handler are absolutely something special. They're not only not a pet scenario. They are. A lot of us love our pets incredibly, but they work together on a daily basis. They spend all their time together. They protect each other. They watch out for each other. And so I'm sure it's heavy on Macho's handler's life. And so lots of love and prayers out to them. So a little bit of a rough week. But as we inch closer to Thanksgiving here next week, we absolutely hope things mellow out a little bit and give everyone a break for all the men and women who will be out there protecting our communities, while a good portion of us are at home enjoying time with their families and eating turkey and watching football and probably doing too much of all of the above. I wanted to give a special shout out to the Spokane Retired Police Luncheon for a very generous and thoughtful donation and contributions to our mission. Just want to make sure, how much we appreciate when organizations, especially local to where we're based out of, not me, I'm on the other side of the state, but in Spokane, we're based out of Spokane. That's where everything, all the magic happens per se. And so we really always appreciate the Spokane PD, Spokane Sheriff's Office, and all the surrounding areas. There's quite a few agencies in that area. But we thank you very much for your very kind donation and your contribution to our mission. So thank you. What else do we got? Oh, we're going to jump right in to our In History video for this week. So that's That video seemed a little longer to me. But it just goes to show that these men and women that have sacrificed so much and ultimately paid a sacrifice over the years. It looks back to 1946. How many men and women? And so, absolutely, part of our mission is always to always remember these men and women and their sacrifices, and keep thinking about, their families, and being there to continually say their names and help keep their memories alive. And so absolutely thank all those men and women for the sacrifice that they made. Now, on to, got something coming up. As you all know, the first Tuesday in December, this year it's December 2nd, is Giving Tuesday. That is a campaign that's been out for many years that we have participated in. It's a way to, it's kind of a set day to donate to organizations, specifically mostly nonprofits, and there's all kinds of matching programs out there especially on Giving Tuesday. It's a very important day in our mission, and as far as some of our fundraising goes, from individuals, also corporations. We'll talk about some of our sponsors here in a minute, but if you are so inclined and are going to participate in Giving Tuesday coming up December 2nd, we would absolutely greatly appreciate you guys considering us to help us continue to keep our mission going, and to continue honoring these men and women with the memorial, and bringing the memorial across the country to honor these men and women's families and survivors, and to help keep their memories alive, keep, giving support to their agencies. And so, yes, we greatly appreciate it. That's coming up here in just a couple weeks on Tuesday, December 2nd. There's a bazillion ways that you can reach us. Of course, our website has links and ways to donate, which is www.endofwatchride.org. You'll also see it plastered all over our Facebook page, which also has a direct link to our website, which has all the options of that you can donate and participate on Giving Tuesday with us. As well as I'm pretty sure we'll put a link out, as it gets a little bit closer to the day. We'll get a link out on our Facebook page as well. So we would greatly appreciate that. Now, speaking of money, let's go through to some of our amazing sponsors and part of our, our teams that help us put this together. Of course, we got Lone Wolf Harley-Davidson here out of Spokane Valley. They have been a supporter since we started. Day one, they have done some amazing things. We have we've done some pretty cool events there. Anyway, if any of your Harley-Davidson needs, new bikes, used bikes, service, parts, motor clothes, whatever it may be, they are your people. They ship things. You can fly in, ride home. Maybe not right now. It's kind of miserable here, but there's lots of ways. We also have Advanced Digital Imaging. These guys are based out of Yakima, Washington, and they are incredible. If you've ever seen any of our memorials in person, they're the ones who do are amazing wraps, and they're the ones who bring these men and women's pictures kind of to life on the sides of the memorial. And so they do an amazing job. They do wraps and graphics, and they do a little bit of everything. Advanced Digital Imaging out of Yakima for all of your graphics needs. So I'm going to do a little special for Phoenix Protective Corporation today, and I'm putting up the Alaska picture just because JC is back up there right now for a minute, and so we'll throw the Alaska picture up for just a sec. But Phoenix Protective Corporation is our diamond sponsor, and they are absolutely incredible. We appreciate everything that they do for us financially, emotionally. They give a lot of support when things kind of take a turn. Everyone there has been supportive for us, and we greatly appreciate it. So for all your private security needs, Washington, Montana, Oregon, Idaho, Alaska, and soon moving into some new markets across the country. So keep an eye out for Phoenix Protective Corporation wherever you live, because you never know where you might see one of their vehicles or one of their people in uniform. They are all over the place, and they do an amazing job for all their customers and their clients. So yeah, and for us. Of course, Jewelry Design Center, JDC out of Spokane. They've actually got a couple. I've got one at Tri-Cities. They got a few different shops now. They are an incredible jewelry design center. The things that they put out are incredible. And they have been very supportive of us, and we appreciate everything they do. They are absolutely the go-to place. No matter where you are, they are absolutely worth a phone call, online consultation to design your next piece, your loved one's next piece, whatever it may be. Or if you're looking for something that's pre-designed, they have a huge selection of pretty amazing stuff there. So check out JDC out of Spokane, Tri-Cities. Yeah, I think that's, no, we got one more. I should remember this the most because I'm really excited for this motorcycle. This is our 2026 raffle bike. And I should look at all the other pictures of it too. It's an incredible bike. It's been completely gone through. It's fairly low miles. It's going to be a nice little bike for someone. We'll be raffling that in September. I do not have my phone open to look at the date. That's a little far out, but I believe it is September 16th. Is the day we're raffling it off here. I'm sorry, September 19th. In Spokane Valley. You do not need to be present to win. We do have tickets available. Shoot us a message, Facebook message, send us a note on our website, or reach out to any of us individually. We all got some tickets, and we will find a way to get them to the right hands for this to happen. But our raffle every year, of course, is one of the biggest ways that we raise funds for us to stay on the road. Money that goes for fuel and hotels and keeping us moving while we're on the road going across the country. That's our biggest way of raising funds for us for that. We have merchandise that, of course, through our website. We have an online store. We will soon be posting a link and some information to a new online store that's going to have a much wider span of products. I'm pretty excited about it. We've got some pretty cool things on there. Some different shirts and different caliber shirts and coats and just all kinds of cool stuff. And so as soon as we get that out there, that's another way for you guys to support us. Greatly appreciate it. Oh boy, we're going on a little long. So let's go to some comments real quick. To wrap this up. Absolutely. Hey, Tammy. Love you guys. I love you guys. I didn't show any pictures of Richard today. I didn't show any obnoxious pictures. I thought I'd give him a week off of no embarrassing photos. Yes, good evening, Eddie. Love you and miss you. Oh my gosh, I hope you and Trooper are doing good. I got to see new pictures of Trooper. He's got to be huge by now. It's been a while. Anyway, love you and miss you. Hi, Diane. Gosh, it's good to hear from you. Always think about you when we're over that way, and hope you're doing well and that you're going to have a good Thanksgiving. And hey, Tama. I was just thinking about you guys a couple days ago. I will shoot you guys all a text on. It was kind of a funny haha, not a. Anyway, miss you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are loving on that new grandbaby. Not so new, but I hope you guys are loving those two littles and loving on your family. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving this year and every year. Hey, Damien, love you too. Hope Arizona is amazing. Yeah, it's probably way more amazing than here. It is chilly and rainy and miserable. So I think that 80 degree weather would be, pretty amazing. So hope you guys are doing well down there. And I hope you and Danny have a great Thanksgiving next week. Anyway, love you guys. And JC will be back next week. And till then, have a good one. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.